Are you ready to get this started?
Yeah, we might as well, and then we'll find something to talk about to open it up, and then we'll talk about this, and then we'll probably say something stupid in the middle somewhere.
Before we get started, let me get this big, ginormous hook out the way.
Oh, yeah. I didn't have one of those last week.
If I fuck this up...
Just blame it on the stroke.
Yeah, all right. Bigfoot isn't just a legend. In the 1970s, that sumbitch actually had an FBI file. Yeah. How about that shit? That's what we're going to discuss tonight. Play the intro, Travis. Oh, I'm playing the intro. Fuck me. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the ever-popular GITN podcast, where we cover...
The super, not really popular, but like does okay on shorts.
Hey, it's not about quantity, it's about quality, and we have quality fans.
Oh, fans? Yeah, the fans are better than us.
Oh, absolutely. But tonight we're talking, like I said earlier, or just pre-intro, Bigfoot and their FBI file.
This doesn't surprise me at all.
As, of course, everybody's got a fucking FBI file, from what I hear. JFK, or not JFK, Hoover.
Isn't that kind of their job?
Hoover pretty much had a file on everybody.
Yeah, I feel like that's within their job description.
Yes. But
that falls in their wheelhouse.
Apparently, the FBI did do a little paranormal investigation on a cryptid. We'll get into that. But
Could you imagine being that guy?
What?
Imagine you're sitting at your desk in 1970, 1971, whatever. You're sitting there with your bell bottoms. In your
polyester.
Like, you're super like
lime,
earth toned or aggressively
green
or orange.
Yeah.
Well, I guess orange would fall under earth tone to an extent. Either earth toned or green, lime green polyester bell bottom suit with massive lapels.
And your three-quarter high leather lace zipped up boots on the side.
And your fat necktie.
Yeah. God, the
and your perm. What?
Thought that light moved for a minute.
You're having a stroke again.
Oh.
But no, could you imagine being that guy?
If this side of my face starts drooping down.
I'll just keep talking.
I'll
keep
take
talking.
It over. Push me over. Push me out of the script.
There's no way we don't get more views if you have a stroke live on YouTube.
Let me knock on some wood.
But no, imagine being that guy. You're just sitting there and you're like, I don't know, whatever people did in the 70s sitting at a desk. I know now you watch like TikToks and shit and you drink out of a Stanley cup and shit like that. But, like, I don't know, drink coffee and read Archie. I don't know. But you're sitting there and you're, like, working for the FBI. You're like, honey, I finally made it. My years of criminal justice studies at DeVry University are coming in handy, and we're going to the big show. And then, like, some fucking lady just walks by and just drops a big-ass file. Or not even a big-ass, like, the thinnest file imaginable for the FBI on your table. You're like, you got a new I don't know, what would they call that?
X-Files? Oh.
No, not mission, job,
case.
You got a new case, fucking, I don't know.
Randy.
Yeah, Randy. Oh, is it a serial killer? Is it Bundy? Is it, I don't know, fucking somebody that killed a president or some shit? And they're like, no, even better. Bigfoot. And then there's just all the guys around the water cooler just laughing their ass off. And you can just see the Jerry curl juice flapping everywhere, just dripping down onto their velour suits.
What was it called?
And then she walks away and you just get annoyed by the sound of her corduroy pants going.
Hey, nothing wrong with the corduroy.
I had some corduroys not too long ago. I think I might still have a pair of corduroy pants.
I think when I was a kid, I had a suit. Classy, baby.
Did you look like somebody put a spell on a fucking like old car seat in Harry Potter and it turned into a person?
You know, with the bowl haircut. Oh, it was
just giant buck teeth in the front.
No, I never really had giant buck teeth.
Going to fucking Kmart for photos with your mom.
Yeah,
with her giant square plastic glasses with that weird drop down earpiece.
Yeah, my mom did have those.
And they had like the fucking like transitions lenses where they were kind of sunglasses up top.
Yeah.
Everybody was smoking cigarettes actively inside everywhere we went.
Well, that was up to what, 2000. Yeah, smoking in the car. Well, my mom didn't smoke. My dad did though. But windows up. Fuck that.
I could have guessed that.
Fuck that ventilation.
I'm not gonna lie. Never met your dad because he's dead. But
yes,
I could have guessed that fact about him, knowing your history. Yeah, he was never around. He drank a lot. He was an alcoholic. He used to sneak out to drink. But he rolled down the windows in the Skylark.
So he wasn't all bad.
The Chevette stayed pretty clean.
He was a Ford guy. There should have been my first
like a Fairlane.
No, he had a Mustang. He had
Falcon.
He was big into Mustangs. But he was a Ford guy. That should have been my first red flag.
Trying to think. You see, that sucks too, because of when you were a kid. That was not the best era for Mustangs.
Well, he had like a 6. Well, not when I was.
Well, you said you started with a 6, so that's better than anything that started with a 7.
Let's see. I believe like 68, 69 at the time.
Maybe a 6, 7.
I see what you did there. But he did have one in the 80s, where whatever the fuck they did to the Mustang.
Before the Fox body? The Fox body Mustang. Like the 5.0 that Vanilla Ice had.
Oh, no.
That's a Fox body.
Oh, way before. When it was just a freaking coupe. Just looked like a Buick Skylark almost.
Yeah, the weird ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
look like the same era as when they were still making Chargers, but they started to look like stupid little fucking shit boxes.
Remember, the Nova is the perfect example.
Ooh, I love a Nova.
But an old 60s Nova, super sports muscle car.
Like a Nova 2.
Then it just went to a fucking 4-door mom car.
I met a girl not too long ago who apparently her name was Nova. And I don't know if she was drunk or just fucking stupid, but like she was walking up and I had mutual friends and they introduced me to, they were like, "Oh, that's Nova." And I was like, I made a car joke. I was like, "Oh, Nova 1 or Nova 2?" And she was like, "Ah." And then the guy I was with laughed. And I was like, "There's a car called a Chevy Nova." And she went, "That's my name." And I was like,
"We know.
Go back to the fucking car. If you're coming to drink, go back to your car and get your fucking helmet, because like we're not having it." That's my name. No shit, stupid. We already had this conversation, and I'm not bashing women.
2 minutes ago.
If it was a guy, not even like literally like 8 seconds before that. Like that whole conversation was pretty much as much time, less time than it took me to tell it, is how fast that conversation was.
No shit.
Yeah.
Was she blonde?
Maybe originally. I don't know. You can't tell anymore.
Did she have blue hair?
No.
Multicolored hair?
I think, but not like crazy colors.
Oh. Was she under the age of 26?
Probably.
Yeah, that explains it.
Either way, just the fact that I literally explained it. I was like, "Oh, I was making a car joke because there's a Chevy Nova. That's my name. Thank you."
That's what.
Thank you.
Your name is what got us on this topic, bitch.
Okay. Thank you for clarifying that. Now, can you help with anything else? Do you have any Legos in your car that we could play with? Perhaps some crayons.
Don't eat them.
Not your good ones that you use to endorse your paychecks when you take them to the bank. Let's leave those,
Anyway, yeah, but we're going to talk Bigfoot, talk the FBI, talk about why.
Federal Bigfoot of investigation. Maybe, what if Bigfoot's a fucking FBI agent? That'd be shit. Like that, if we lived in a world like, what was that, Bright? Was that the name of it? The Will Smith Netflix movie?
Oh, with the alien?
No, it was orcs and shit.
Oh, was it an orc? I thought it was
yeah, remember his partner was like an orc or some shit.
I thought it was an alien. I don't think I ever watched it.
Yeah, they pretty much just made racism into like mythical creatures.
Nice.
It fits.
I mean, I like it.
If you want to be edgy, but you don't want to be like black, like, it's like American History X with fairies.
Oh. Which kind of fairies, though?
You gotta have to wait till the premiere.
Because fairies, you got Tinkerbell, which is cute little.
You got Sookie.
Yes. Or you got.
Which is where I started to lose my interest in that fucking show.
Yeah, when they brought out the fairies in True Blood, I kind of said.
Gay! I'm kidding.
It kind of lost me a little.
Yeah. I was already being lost by that show, for being honest.
But.
It ran about 5 seasons too long.
I enjoyed the TNA.
Of that show?
Yes.
It's HBO.
For that wonderful commenter, that's what I masturbate to.
True Blood? That's sad.
Like I said in my response, I only do that in the dark with my shame and my poor choices.
I like to do it fully lit.
To each their own.
On OnlyFans.
Nice.
Check me out on OnlyFans. OnlyFans.com/thicknasty69. Thick with 2 C's, no K.
Oh, shit. Anyway.
You think there's like a racist...
OnlyFans?
Yeah, like a racist OnlyFans girl who like has thick in her name, but instead of like THICC, it's THIKKK.
Oh, that'd be good.
Thick Mama, fucking 88. It's 88, right?
But probably,
yeah, 88. That's the racist thing. You get like they'll get like white supremacists will get like 88 tattoos and shit because it's HH Heil Hitler.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. You never looked into that?
No.
Oh, dude, there's so many numerical tattoos that mean so much shit. Like, what is it? 81s for Hell's Angels. There's a bunch of them, and they're all just like they're all so easy to figure out. They just correspond to letters in the alphabet, and they're like sneaker. The police never find out.
What was it? 311. They said they were a racist band because
when
isn't K the 11th?
A B C D E F G H I J K. It is.
And
it is. That is triple K.
So they said they were racist because
the fucking like beach ska band, even though they're not from California.
Yeah,
they're from like a fucking Idaho or some shit.
Were they like literally a one hit? I can only remember one.
No, 311 had a bunch of hits. Well, I don't want to say a bunch, but Amber.
Yeah.
Whoa, Amber is the color of the energy.
That's right.
Beautiful Disaster was 311. Very, very recognizable opening riff. The and then they come in with the ska drums.
I'll have to go through the library. I can only that you haven't hit this one song that I know.
It's probably Amber. Amber's the one everybody knows.
I know Amber, but it's not the one I actually like. I
don't know because 311 also used to be a lot like more punky.
Yeah.
Like, what was it? I think they had an album called Music, just called Music, I think. Much more like skater punky.
Skater punky?
Yeah. Like Rancid for pussies.
Rancid for... Oh, okay.
Rancid pussies.
That's what I thought. I was like, what?
Yeah.
You're going to have to hang out with a higher class of woman.
Maybe I'm talking about cats.
Maybe.
You should hear those fuckers that run around our neighborhood. They start banging and they just start screaming at each other. I'm like, maybe
you don't have to fake it so well, damn it.
I'm like, so everybody's parents are cats. They act like they do things that involve love and then they scream and hurt each other.
Love's overrated. Anyway.
But amber is the color of your energy.
Mine's pretty much black.
Racist?
Not skin tone.
Why is black gotta be bad?
My aura is black because I'm morbid.
Your aura? That's a new thing. Are you aura farming?
Yes.
I don't even know what the fuck that means.
I don't either.
I just recently, like a month ago, realized what Riz means.
What's it mean?
It's literally just shortened for charisma. Like you riz up a girl. And I'm like, that's just lazy. That's what ChatGPT gets you. I also am ashamed of the younger generations with how pussified a lot of them have gotten.
You because that get off my lawn, guy. There's only
this one's valid.
Podcast.
This one's valid.
Okay.
So as you know, I replaced my headlights in my car yesterday.
Yes, you did. I ain't going bald. Fuck, boy. Jesus Christ.
Hairline moving fast as fuck, boy. So as again, I had to change my headlights, which nowadays is a pain in the dick depending on your car. So
they make a shot for that.
Yeah, and we don't have a driveway because
we're poor.
It's under construct. The mansion's under construction. We've got a bunch of nationalities that will not be named repaving the 2.4 mile driveway with a loop-de-loop with a fountain of me and Phil as naked cherubs pissing into the mouths of our enemies in the middle of it. So I just stopped at work.
That's a pleasant sight.
It would be pretty funny. Us with our heads on naked baby bodies. Then we could sue somebody like the fucking Nirvana guy. The naked baby on the cover of Nirvana is like just continuously tries to sue him for shit. And I'm like, dude, you cut him some royalties for showing his fucking dick for the last 35 years at least.
Yeah.
Shit. And just hope that it's gotten bigger. But anyway, I digress. So I just stopped at work. Like I went to a parts store by work, grabbed my bulbs and the tool that I would need to take off my goddamn bumper cover. And I just did it at work because I was like, that way I don't have to like lay in the street to like, you know, or well, sit in the, I've never really had to lay down. But that way I wouldn't have to sit in the street to change my goddamn headlights, which used to be a fucking 2-minute job back in the day, but we won't talk about that. Goddamn Ford Motor Company. So I do all that and I get, you know, you get your hands dirty.
Okay, yes.
Because like, I don't like, call me crazy. I'm not a big fan of working on stuff like that with gloves the whole time because you lose a lot. Like if I'm doing any intricate shit, like I can't feel, you know what I mean?
I don't like to work with gloves.
Like I had gloves on when I changed the bulbs because you're not supposed to touch automotive bulbs because of the skin
it's
oil.
Like fucking with a rubber on.
I did double fist my car. I had to go in through the bottom and the top.
Oh,
yeah.
You deep heat your car.
Well, I couldn't, like, they were like, oh, you just pull the bumper cover back and da-da-da-da. And I'm like, yeah, for a normal sized person, I can't get both my fucking
don't
hands
have
in
little
there.
baby hands.
So then I am there sitting there cussing up a storm with a cigarette hanging out of my mouth, as you should always have when you are working around a internal combustion engine that has oil and gasoline in it. You should do so with a lit cigarette.
And the older the car with more leaks, the better.
Yes. If there's a puddle, ash into it.
Let's see what happens.
Yes. Because I had to take the fucking coolant reservoir off. Well, not off, but like I had to unbolt it and move it out of the way so I could go in through the top and the bottom and unclip it and shit. Long story. I ended up having to take it apart again because I forgot to put the fucking just pop on weatherproofer. Oh, and then I was like, maybe I can sneak it in there, and it tumbles down into the bumper. I was like, fuck. I was just out there like a dad that like weed eated his toe, not paying attention because he's been drinking fucking Coors Banquets for the last 3 hours before he fucking cut the grass.
As long as it's not Bud Light.
Because Bud Light's for fairies. Not my words.
Apparently.
Guy in the comments. So I did all that and like I got a little, you know, a couple little scrapes just from reaching up in there. As you do, lost a little skin. It happens when you work on fucking anything like that. And I go inside, I'm at work, I go in there and I like I'm about to spray degreaser and put soap on my hands and wash my hands and shit. And one of the young ladies that was working that day was like, yeah, I was watching you. You looked confused. I was like, fuck you. I know what I'm doing all the time. And I was like, yeah, no, it didn't work out as easy as I wanted it to. And I was like, you know, it wasn't a bad outing though. When you only have like just a bloody scrape or two after working on a vehicle, that's a pretty good day.
That is.
And I was sitting there and I pointed at it and I like rubbed it and I hadn't washed my hands yet. And she was like, why would you do that? It's going to get infected now. I was like, hold on, sweetheart. That's exactly how I did it. That tasted like Chinese buffet. Yes, I went to the Chinese buffet again today.
Well, it's Monday.
It's kind of my Monday tradition. I just sit there by myself and watch shorts with a fucking AirPod in while old people stare at me.
What's this young
dude, this old bitch at the fucking Chinese place, just like when I sat down, like literally just for like 15 seconds. And I just kept looking over there. Like I try to be kind overall, especially to my elders, but I legitimately wanted to be like, take a fucking picture, grandma. What the fuck?
Maybe
like,
she wanted to.
No, she was there with her fucking husband and shit.
Maybe.
I hope not.
Maybe he was
a MILF. She was not. She looked. It looked like there was a nuclear accident and one of the steamed dumplings became a person and put on a wig and sat down and started eating.
Well, maybe
she did. She just stared hard as fuck, and I wanted to be like, "Hey!" Like, I did. I wanted to lean into it and be like, "My caretaker is coming soon." But no. She was like, "It's gonna get infected now." I was like, "What you might not understand in your perfect little world is some of us grew up falling and scraping our knees and doing dumb shit and drinking hose water." And I said drinking hose water and she legitimately made a face. I was like, your childhood was terrible. Like, it was probably good from, like, the standpoint of, like, you might not have, like, trauma from it, but, like, you didn't have enough fun as a kid.
And your immune system is shot.
Yeah.
Because it didn't have to fight off anything.
Literally. I'm like, dude, I ain't worried about that shit. Like, the fuck? Like, I have some dirty, greasy fingers and a minor scrape.
That's like I cut my finger today at work.
What's what I'm saying? Like, you can't even see it. Like, that's all it was. It's not even a cut. It's literally just a scrape to where there was a thin enough skin that blood emerged from
With
it.
somebody else's razor, utility knife. We were doing a job, and I said, "Give me your knife." I didn't have mine on.
Yeah, you
And
flick really hard.
And God
then
knows, I'm sure it wasn't fresh. I'm sure it cut a lot of rubber.
You hope it was rubber.
And did I go? I didn't even go wash it for. I waited for like an hour.
Now, did he have a bang over one of his eyes?
No.
Okay, because then he might have had to worry about more than just rubber.
I didn't even go wash it till like an hour and a half until I had to take a piss.
Yeah, when you cut yourself like that, you just flick it really hard, and then,
I mean, I
and
cut
then
it so
physics says that all of the germs just fly out.
I mean, and it was bleeding. Of course, that could have been all the alcohol
A cacao.
I consumed over the weekend.
You didn't drink that much this weekend.
I was at the bar every day.
Yeah, but you're going to the bars like a pitcher, maybe, usually.
Not Thursday.
What was your birthday?
Yeah.
I treated you to a lovely breakfast. Well, brunch the next day.
And then I was back. Oh, that's right. Friday I didn't go.
You just gotta, you gotta be a man sometimes,
But went Saturday.
I drank yesterday.
And I went to work to turn everything on. I said, you know what? I'm going to go have a beer.
Yeah, I drank yesterday. I wasn't going to, but then I got frustrated with how long it ended up taking me to change my fucking bulbs on my car. So I was like, I'm drinking.
So I had some yesterday. Stayed entirely.
You turned into fucking Shane Gillis's dad.
Well,
apparently every time they're like, "You drinking again?" He's like, "It's Sunday football." You having a couple of drinks again tonight?
Well, I was
Monday Night Football. What do you think?
I was going to have one.
That's how it always starts.
And then the bartender, she made a crucial mistake and asked the stupidest question on the planet.
You want another one?
She said, "You gonna want another one?" I said, "Yes."
Yeah. I've just gotten to the point where at some point I'm just like, I'll just take a Diet Pepsi with my last shot.
Well, at that point,
because after I taste something like Diet Pepsi or something like that, I'm like, I just want this now.
But after that, she asked that question and I answered yes. The crack just started growing.
Yeah. It'd be like that. But yeah, no, that girl like legitimately made like a ew face when I said that we grew up drinking hose water.
I'm not great.
I was like, that's normal. Like, that's normal to me.
Yeah.
All my friends did that. It's the only water we drank. Otherwise, it was like sneaking fucking Cokes out of somebody's garage fridge, or like maybe milk with dinner.
Yeah.
Which is a weird thought if you look back on it. It's like, what are we having for dinner? Lasagna. Here's your milk. Like, I don't know. Yeah. FBI. Bigfoot.
Why in the world did Bigfoot have an FBI file? What would possibly cause the FBI to say, you know what? Let's look into this FBI.
Because he kidnapped all those kids in the national parks.
Maybe. Because Bigfoot is usually framed as folklore, hoax, or myth, or fringe zoology.
Cryptozoology, yeah.
And the FBI, they're normally hunting serial killers.
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, but I'm pretty sure, like, for the most part, like, anything that involves, like, missing persons comes across FBI's.
Anything across the state line.
Yeah.
Is FBI.
Which Bigfoot does.
And yes, they do dive into here lately. Well, not lately, but, counterintelligence.
Aliens.
Terrorism and shit like that. So.
ISIS and shit.
They're legitimate. They hunt the Bundys of the world.
I wonder I've always wondered how weird the writers of Archer feel now that ISIS is a thing, because the secret, I don't know, the secret agent company that they run in Archer is called ISIS. And ISIS came out when Archer came out when I was in like my early 20s.
Now, wouldn't it be funny if ISIS?
That's where they got the name.
That's where they got the name.
They're like, Archer is funniest show on all of televisions. We name a radical group after. Inshallah, I love Archer. Sterling Archer, funny man.
But why would the FBI, a serious investigative agency, take the time to investigate a cryptid? Something that I don't want to say most people, a lot of people.
At least everybody knows about.
Everybody's heard about it, but most.
I wonder if there's anybody that hasn't. Imagine if there's like a 50-year-old person walking around and they're like, oh, Bigfoot, what? You tell them, and they're like, their just world implodes around them. Yeah. Everything I knew was a lie.
But why would they even waste their time on this? We're going to get to it.
I feel like
I'm going to tell you why.
I was going to say, I feel like you have to. It's been so widespread for so long. I feel like just to appease at least a certain population of people, you have to be like, we got a file on it. It's just an empty file with like a fucking crayon drawing of Bigfoot.
But, was it just out of a scientific curiosity from maybe there is actually an X-Files department? A little
there
mold,
probably is.
Little molder sitting underneath there.
Just a bunch of fucking incel virgins down in the basement.
Possibly.
Playing
I don't know.
Each other in Beyblade and shit.
Well, hit me up. I'll come join you.
Like, this is the fridge. We only keep white Monster energy drinks in there. If you bring food, you have to have it in a cold container. There will be no room in the fridge. The only thing that's allowed in the freezer, Totino's pizza rolls. Only pepperoni. What?
Looks like there's something on my shirt right there, but on the camera?
Cum.
But I don't see it here.
That's cum.
Anyway.
The texture, the smell, the feel, cum.
So, anyway, to get a better idea to answer this question, why the fuck the FBI would even not waste their time, because I don't think they're wasting time. Look into this. You have to understand the cultural backdrop of the good U.S. of A. at the time in the 60s and 70s.
Yeah, because, they had plenty going on. Wasn't a huge lack of fucking things to do in the 70s for the FBI.
But in the 60s, late 60s, early post 1967, there was an abundance. There was an explosion of sightings of Sasquatch.
The stink ape.
Yes.
The Yeti.
Now, we've all heard of the
Uncle
characteristics of what people have heard. Basically, broad shoulders, really fucking tall, hairy, long arms.
Shaq.
And a strong odor.
Greg Oden.
Oh, yeah. But what really popped things off is October 20th.
Sean Bradley in blackface.
Was October 20th of 1967. Do you know what happened on October 20th, 1967? And don't read my fucking notes.
Was it Patterson Gimlet?
Gimlet?
Get whatever.
Gimlin? Yes.
Sure. I don't fucking know. That's like that's the only thing that Bigfoot people have at this point. Even though there's been a dude that came out and was like, it was me.
Well, here's the thing. Well, we'll kind of get into that. But basically on that day,
yes, he did eat the sausage sandwich for his birthday.
Yeah, first watch. It was turkey sausage.
Oh, you did get turkey sausage, didn't you?
Yeah, well,
and we shared some $1 million bacon.
Yes, so, take that, Gonzo.
I had a lovely Eggs Benedict.
But October 20th, 1967, Roger Patterson and Bob Gimlin filmed a large, upright, hair-covered figure at Bluff Creek in California.
You think Bob Gimlin and Roger Patterson were the inspirations for Brokeback Mountain?
Maybe. I don't know.
And that's why they had the film. They're like, why'd you guys go up there by yourselves for 4 days? Check this out. Don't mind how quiet his farts are for the next couple of days.
But this was the first time the Americans saw a moving, what appeared to be a non-costume looking figure. Apparent muscle movement.
No, you can't.
We'll get into it. Hold on. I might push back a little. I've seen some.
I've seen that video. It's pretty fucking
No, I've
grainy.
seen They've done a lot. I'll get to it. Relax.
The gait where they measure the. It's not a normal human gait.
Let's see, a confident, non-panicking gait. Bigfoot's. Let's see where.
You know, I'm not gonna lie. He was walking like an old guy walking away
for
from.
your
Like,
information, it was a female.
well, it walked like an old guy walking away from like almost a fight.
She had
It did.
tatas.
It did. It turned around and she was walking like, you got me fucked up around here.
But this video moved Bigfoot from campfire legend to a visual phenomenon.
Maybe it was Giant Gonzalez.
So, you know, when it comes to this, I've seen just about every documentary you can make on it.
I think we both have.
And there are
Bigfoot's, even if you don't fucking believe in it, Bigfoot's fucking interesting.
There are legitimate scientists, just not one, multiple, that say that is not
I will say
a costume.
If it was a costume, that's the best costume you could make.
I
in that
even
time
saw
period.
they had a costume, a Hollywood, whatever they're called,
costumologist
or no visual effects
artist,
a
VFX artist
who had worked on all the Planet of the Apes, went back before CGI back in the 60s.
Oh, because those were top notch.
Well, and this person actually said there is a problem when dealing with ape costumes.
Probably.
Oh, there's a problem when it comes to ape costumes. It's the head. The shape they have to make the head for our head to even remotely go over, it throws it way out of proportion.
Yeah.
And this suit, and basically they said this suit does not have any of those characteristics, especially for the time. It would. So if this is a costume, it is far beyond what we could do now in a costume, because the physical structure of the heads don't line up.
Jim Henson could do it.
Probably not. Then I've heard, who was it? Who was a director of Thriller, the video?
Fuck if I know. I'll Google it real quick.
I heard he was the one in the suit.
Did you know there's an old guy that was like still alive when they made that documentary that was like, no, that was me.
So it is very questionable, and they have redone the video, enhanced it to where
Quincy Jones?
Oh, I don't think so. No, Quincy, the director of the video, not the producer.
Oh.
Not Lucas, but fuck. I think he did Twilight Zone, the movie where that person died. What's it?
George Folsey Jr.?
No, I don't think that's him. Anyway, I could be mistaken. I don't know.
John Landis?
Landis. Yes, John Landis.
He did An American Werewolf in London.
Oh, that's what it was.
Because that's an automatic. Oh shit, Bigfoot people are here.
Thank you. That's exactly what I'm talking
Who
about.
would make a female costume in 1967?
So I think it's very.
They didn't believe in no bitches in 67.
Even if it is a costume,
you gotta get your Bigfoot ass back in the kitchen, girl.
They couldn't do it back in 1967.
Oh man, you better get back in the tree kitchen and make me some salad, bitch.
And I don't know how the muscle movement, you can see in the updated enhanced versions, you can see some muscle movement. So it's very fucking
Was it enhanced by Ramathorn?
Who the fuck? What the fuck are you talking about?
Damn it, you never get my movie references.
No.
From Super Troopers?
I never watched.
You never watched?
No.
Oh my God, Phil.
No.
I thought we were friends.
Yeah, so I think
anybody cool gets it.
This is one of the, I think it's more credible than what, I think you can't, just dismiss it. I think you.
I mean, it's less dismissible than just all these people that are like, I got to kill a cast of a footprint. Like, fuck off.
Well, no, I'm talking about this footage itself, and we can't go. So much time has went past. I don't think, I could be wrong, they can't really go back and really judge,
God,
get a
Chinese
true
buffet.
accurate measurement of how tall that thing is, because you can't go back there now,
right?
Because everything's so.
Found it.
I mean, I think I've seen one of the documentaries, they
Oh,
went
no.
there, but it's so overgrown. I mean, I could be wrong. I don't know. But I think it's probably one of the most interesting. I wouldn't be surprised either way. Ooh, shit. You're going to have to unload?
No, no, I don't need a horse pile. But I was like coming into this, I went to pee earlier before we started, and then I let one slip.
But
And I was like, man, I hope that doesn't happen while we're recording, because Phil's gonna have another stroke.
maybe. But
Yes, I did. It was the same Chinese buffet that I was talking about last week. It's kind of a Monday tradition for me. But I've also gained a shitload of weight, so we're going to do away with that tradition.
But this footage, most importantly, is the spark of the
It was the cigarette being flicked into the gas trail that is the lore of Bigfoot.
Exactly. It really made headlines.
Wait, what year was this?
67, October 20th, I believe.
6-7?
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. Stop it. Oh, fuck me. Man.
I am a fucking Gen Z now.
Now, historically at this time, Washington and the East Coast, or West Coast, was the hotbed, the hot spot.
West Side.
Apparently, Bigfoot liked the West Coast.
You imagine you think Bigfoot banged like Tupac back in the day? That'd be pretty sick.
He's fresh out of jail, California dreaming.
You just see a 9-foot ape in the middle of the woods throwing up the West Side sign with a bandana tied around its head doing the sea walk.
That Squatch Life.
Yeah, he just fucking shaves the one Squatch Life.
All right. Historically, at this time, it was a Western U.S., Western Canada event, or not event, sightings.
Was the Yeti around before this?
I'm sure there was. But here in the
we
US,
wouldn't really know about it for the most part. Because, I mean, this was also this is also when the news started.
I think the news started a little bit before.
No, I'm saying, like, but this is around the time where the news started becoming, like, what's the word I'm looking for?
Lies?
No, it was always lies. Actually, no, it was
propaganda?
It was mostly true up until it started making money. Facts, you can check that. There's a fucking word that I'm too stupid to know. Yeah.
Anyway.
But this is the time when, like, the news and television and shit was really, like, the populace of people having access to television news was going up exponentially over these years.
Yeah, in the 50s it started, I believe. But yes, you're right. I think you're right. But we've talked about this next topic, the Mount St. Helens eruption. We did an episode on this, didn't we?
Oh, yeah, because they had a sit-down with the Bigfoot.
Well, yeah, apparently. But
they're like, listen here, Squatchy.
But May 18th of 1980, which is a little outside our time frame, but I want to talk about it because I like it, so fuck off. Mount St. Helens erupted, and it was the biggest volcano eruption in the United States until Yellowstone goes off. When that goes off, we're all fine.
We're going to die. Except Bigfoot. Bigfoot will be all right.
The surrounding region already had one of the highest concentration of Bigfoot sightings of the time.
Skamania County?
Yeah, I'm not even going to try to pronounce it.
Where the fuck is that?
Next to Tasmania.
That sounds like a festival that fucking Real Big Fish would play at in Goldfinger. Skamania.
Yeah.
You just have a lot of sounds.
But the eruption, as you would think, would displace all the wildlife because
it's a fucking volcano.
Shit got hot and ashy real quick.
Yeah, you didn't see populations of kangaroos just chilling a couple years ago. That was still one of the saddest fucking things I've seen. All those people like holding like almost burnt to death kangaroos and shit, and like just pouring water on them, trying to make them feel better before they fucking inevitably die.
But where was I at?
God damn it!
But witnesses of this eruption, as we talked about in that episode, saw Bigfoot.
A lot of them
running, getting the fuck out of Dodge. But they saw ash-covered humanoid figures, creatures appearing disoriented, injured, or even aggressive.
Yeah, they were on fire.
They were scared shitless.
I bet you I'll be pretty pissy if I'm running around on fire too.
Loggers at the time, after the eruption, reported seeing oversized footprints suddenly appearing in the ashy ground, the ash-covered ground. like I said, before 1967, early 60s, early 70s, it was mainly a West Coast thing. Not to say there was nothing in the East Coast, but a
Well, we had the
majority,
stink ape.
majority of the sightings were always on the West Coast. Now, this just could be because, if I'm being honest, it was more familiar back there on the West Coast. They were more adapt to it. In the East Coast, there might have been, or the Midwest and East, they probably were seeing things, but they were like, "Well, I ain't
We already got the Mothman and the Jersey Devil. We ain't got time for all this shit."
I ain't say, but they would, they might not say something just for the mere fact they didn't want ridiculed.
You sound like like how Gonzo expects me to sound. Ridiculed.
Ridiculed.
Not even that Asian.
Yeah. After the Patterson Gimlin film and the explosion of Bigfoot lore, either the people of the Midwest and Western or Eastern side of the country started either seeing more of the old Bigfoot, or they were more comfortable with reporting what they saw.
Yeah, that reads.
There were sightings in the upper Midwest, Minnesota, Iowa, which
all areas that kind of make sense.
But Iowa's flat as fuck, and I've only been through Iowa maybe once in my life.
Well, yeah, they're just passing through.
But Wisconsin, Minnesota, naturally Ohio's, I'm sure Indiana. Well, naturally Indiana.
It's pretty much coast to coast.
But things started moving westward or eastward, kind of like they were migrating that way. So I don't know.
Away from Mount St. Helens?
Well, but see,
they were displaced.
Well, see, I kind of jumped the time a little bit.
What you're saying is
Mount St. Helens was 1980 or whatever. We're talking this from after the passing game. I went out of order.
They were running away from the yuppies. They were anti-hippies.
Maybe they didn't like the fucking taxes of California.
They were the opposite of hippies. They were Bigfoot's conservative.
They said, "Fuck these hippies, these dirty hippies. We're out of here."
They're like, "God damn it, they're ruining this country."
But even in Appalachia, they started seeing.
Oh no, that was just dudes.
That
was just
guys. What was that family in West Virginia? The
Wild and Wonderful Whites. Yes. Or no. That's you're thinking of the Whitakers.
Yeah. Yeah. But
the fucking BMW.
Whatever was being observed or seen challenged the idea that it was mainly a Pacific Northwest creature territory.
Which would kind of make sense because you have the population booming in the West, and it would read that they might have started there just because of the topography.
Right.
Big word. But the population out there just kept growing all through that time and continued to. Yeah. Right. Why would you? When you're a conservative ape, like a Bigfoot, or, most of the people that live around here, then, yeah, you're going to want to run away from that. God damn it. This used to be a good neighborhood where you could let your kids play in the streets.
But it is the Bigfoot boom is also on par with the rise of other things at the time. God. UFO sightings even went up. The Mothman,
because they're aliens.
The Mothman. I think wasn't that 62 or I don't know when the Mothman happened in Point Pleasant. I think it was early 60s. But
oh no, but according to the all I know about the Mothman off the top of my head is that according to the statue, he's got a fat ass.
Okay. But the Mothman, the Men in Black legend kind of started to erupt at this time. And this was really the start of governmental distrust. We
should have been doing that for a long time before that.
Well, but Vietnam, the hippies.
Vietnam.
Vietnam.
There you go.
Vietnam, Watergate, Operation COINTELPRO, which
COINTELPRO?
Yeah, I think that was actually more in the 80s.
I don't even know what the fuck that is.
I think that was, we talked about that in our Montauk. It probably got started in the, and I think it might be.
Quit pro quo?
Yeah. But I think it, and it also had something to do. That whole thing might have been what was MK Ultra was under that that umbrella or whatever.
God.
Maybe I just know I remember we talked about it during we didn't dive too much into it during our Mom Talk episode.
Mom cock.
If your mom has a cock, you got a problem. You might have two dads. I don't know.
It's almost 2026, Phil. Moms can have cocks these days and age.
But bottom line is, Americans increasingly believed or started questioning the government.
As they should.
Science. They realize science doesn't know everything, and we should know that now with.
I don't know.
After 2020, but that's a story for another day.
That's pharmaceuticals.
It's still science. Didn't you?
Fuck Fauci.
Fauci say trust the science.
Yeah, but Fauci also said in a private phone conversation that
We're fucked.
No, that literally just lie to them so that we can mandate the vaccine.
Nice.
Cocksucker.
How that fucker's not in jail.
Stand by it. He shouldn't even be in jail. He should be cast away to work as a banker in Harry Potter for the rest of time because he already looks like him. So does Mike DeWine.
But this is also the time when people started thinking about ancient civilizations, and maybe history isn't quite what we're being told.
Interesting thought there. When did Star Wars come out?
76, I believe.
Oh, so far, way too long after the Patterson Gimlin for it to be a guy in a Chewbacca outfit. It'd be a hell of a test. They'd be like, I think we're screen certified. We've got the whole country thinking that Jimmy was a man-sized ape.
You know, and the belief at the time, because I don't want to say it was new, but it was not made. It wasn't a meme.
Oh, it wasn't mainstream like it is now.
You know, cryptids weren't really a joke at the time. You know, there was actually scientific talks at universities and museums, natural history labs. You know, there was actually scientific discussion about unknown hominids and ancient civilization.
You might get crop dusted at some point. My belly is rumbling.
And undocumented megafauna.
I'm glad you said megafauna.
What you think I was going to say?
In today's fucking climate, as soon as I hear undocumented, I'm like, whoa, whoa.
But basically large animals.
Yeah.
You know, so
not to be confused with, megaflora.
Yeah. So I think science was a little, I don't want to say a little bit more open, but it seemed they were more willing to look into these things because I think maybe they didn't have the ego that scientists got in the 80s. Yeah,
because they were still figuring a bunch of shit out. Yeah.
So, I mean, it seemed to be that science was more open to looking into this, which might play a role in why the FBI would look into it.
Mm.
But let's go ahead and cut to the chase. Why the fuck would the FBI look into this?
And who was Peter Byrne?
Peter Byrne.
That's a good question because I have no idea who that is.
Peter Byrne was a man. He was an Irish-born big game hunter. Former OS.
What? How do you get into that hobby in Ireland?
Well, but he moved over here. But he was a former OSS, Officer of Strategic Services, which is the predecessor to you know what? The CIA during World War II. The OSS was CIA. The OSS turned into the CIA after World War II.
I thought it was out of school suspension.
Well, that would be your educational career, but that's...
No, I got ISS because I skipped school, so they gave me in-school suspension.
Later on, after his OSS days, he worked in wildlife and conservation.
Okay. quite a change, but I'm here for it.
Peter was not a crank. He was not crazy. He was not a conspiracy theorist. Of course, that, you know...
No, you can't be Irish and be fucking a conspiracy theorist. You can't talk about conspiracies with that accent.
With his background
in Irish.
No, with the OSS, he had intelligence training. He had field investigation experience, and his mindset was mainly focused on evidence, not folklore.
As it should be.
And this is the type of person you want looking into Bigfoot, in my opinion.
You have to take the folklore
part out of it.
I mean, I think that you have to know about it, but that not judge your findings off of it. Like, it's a good thing to have, you know what I mean? Because
Right.
you could be like, I'd fucking found Bigfoot because of part of some of this shit.
But this guy is the perfect example of who you would want to kind of look into it, and people might take it seriously because he had,
Herpes?
government adjacent networks. He had contacts. He was skeptical and used intelligence style reasoning in his thoughts.
Something that doesn't tend to come up when you talk about a lot of this type of shit.
Now, and if I'm not mistaken, when he first got on the Bigfoot kick, his goal was to disprove it. Say this is a bunch of bullshit. I'm going to prove it. Kind of like, Les Stroud is a perfect example of modern day. I would prefer him looking. Now, he's not a scientist; he's a survivalist.
Who, Les Stroud?
Yeah, but if he's willing to look into it, I put a little bit more credibility into that. Now, I don't. What? You watching TikTok while we're doing a podcast episode?
No, I have the mini player up with the play-by-play of Monday Night Football.
You're watching Monday Night Football.
I'm not watching it. I have the play-by-play.
Yeah. Let's see.
If I win tonight, I go to the championship.
Anyway. Later on, Peter became the director of the Bigfoot Information Center and Exhibit. Whatever. I'm fucking tired. In Oregon, he collected footprint casts, hair samples, and eyewitness testimony.
I'm listening.
Oh, okay. And pretty much his conclusion was some of these hair samples could not be matched to any known North American mammals.
And it's still, none of them have yet.
We're going to.
I'm sure some of the shit that they've collected has, but like, aren't they still finding shit that they can't match to any primate?
I think so. But this is his personal opinion, his knowledge, but he's not a scientist and not really dissecting into it that much. That's part of the reason why the FBI got involved. But he believed most evidence that is collected at this time and even up until later on, it's just misidentified wildlife. But
which most of them probably are.
But not all. With his experience. Just like the UFO thing. 90% of it is fucking shit we have that we're testing or whatever, or misidentified older shit. But 5 to 10 possibly could be something of weirdness.
Well, that's all it takes.
Now, so why did old Peter,
excuse me,
get in contact with the old FBI? In the mid-70s, he obtained hair samples he believed did not match any known North American mammals like what I just discussed. Instead of going to the media, he submitted the samples to the Federal Bureau of Investigation because he felt that would be more credible. He had access to universities and private labs, but he chose the FBI for their authority, their chain of custody.
Good, because they gave him a koozie.
And their federal legitimacy. He requested...
They gave him a swag bag.
He requested that they identify the species. He wanted them to use their laboratory to analyze it.
Laboratory.
Okay.
Dexter's laboratory.
Are you going to tell me was it aluminium instead of aluminum?
Yeah. The hood of your car is the bonnet.
Fuck.
The trunk is the boot.
Fuck them.
Aluminium.
And what's a cigarette? Okay. Anyway. But the FBI lab,
FBD, the Federal Bureau of Dicks,
was considered credible, neutral, uninterested in sensationalism. He wanted results that could not be tainted or dismissed, or that, you know what?
You said taint.
Tainted. But he wanted it to be the research to be as credible as possible. So obviously, I think the FBI would be a much better choice than just some
fucking like
Oregon
local
State
sheriff's
University
office.
lab.
Yeah.
You know, because they can be bought off. This is a
Christian McCaffrey receiving touchdown. Sorry. Go on. Bigfoot. Huge dick.
Why did the FBI open the file in 1976? He submitted
70.
Yeah,
was it 76?
Yes, 1976 is when they.
Oh, the film was 67. All right.
We're jumping. Okay, he submitted hair and tissue samples to the FBI. He, like I said, he wanted to know what species it was. He wanted analysis under microscopes and all that scientific shit.
I need to Earl this hair chair.
The FBI laboratory accepted the samples, conducted the hair analysis, and compared the samples with known species. And here are the results.
They were Hulk Hogan's pubes.
Yeah.
That's why they were so coarse and long.
The hair that he submitted to the FBI.
Gonzo still fucking accusing us of having a green screen. It just makes me want to knock this whole shelf off the wall and be like, fuck it.
Hold on.
I mean, that could still be a green screen. No, that's the thing.
Anyway, where was I at?
Hulk Hogan pubes.
Oh, what they found. Where was it? Fuck, I'm all lost now. God, for the love of... Oh, after they analyzed it, it was not unknown. It matched to the deer family. It was deer hair.
Who fucked that one up?
Well, you know, it was 1976.
You could have literally just stopped at some redneck's truck on the way out of the woods and gone, yeah, that's a match. Fuck.
So that was a big nothing burger.
As they tend to be, unfortunately. I want Bigfoot to be real.
But let me ask this question. Here we sit at the
Broken hearted came to ship and only farted?
Here we sit at the end of 2025. With everything we have experienced over the last however many
I'm
years.
an influencer. I've influenced one of our chat members to go get Chinese buffet this week.
But
this probably might be what I do on Christmas.
After what we just talked about Fauci.
Boo! That's a fucking criminal.
The government probably has been doing the shit that they do now since at least 62. After they...
What do you mean, lying about everything?
Yeah. After they 86.
Or being shady about everything?
After they 86th.
JFK?
That seems to be the turning point when...
The 86 JFK and 67.
Oh, for the love of God, get off 67. You're not fucking a 13-year-old girl.
Bruh. 6'7", Riz. Aura farming. That's all I know. That's like all the current fucking slang I know.
Giving me a fucking headache. It's what you're giving me.
Well, at least I've been holding back this Chinese food farts.
Well, we're going to wrap this up real quick. No, but getting back to the topic at hand, 62 seems to be the breaking point where the government got a little bit shady. Do you kind of see what?
Yeah, no, 100%.
You smell what I'm cooking?
Yeah.
Okay.
JFK was Bigfoot, so they took him out.
So this happened in whatever it was, 76. Who's to say this isn't a lot like what Fauci did? Just tell them.
Different subject matter.
Same thing, just different subject.
Yeah. Tell
them this is a deer because we don't need this.
Well, and it's also not the only time they've fucking done that shit.
Right.
They did the same shit with JFK. And I feel like it's pretty widely accepted that the United States government had something to do with that at this point.
Best case scenario, they knew about it.
And they also had fucking Nancy Reagan out here being against drugs and then copped to funneling crack cocaine into inner cities in the 80s.
Right. I mean, the government, Martin Luther King
was apparently a womanizer.
Well, hey, we all like
allegedly.
We all like to get down. But it is pretty much, I don't want to say proven, it is highly likely that the CIA and FBI played a significant role in his demise.
Oh yeah, I've also heard from pretty credible sources that he was African American. I think that's why they did it.
Oh, I was like, you're breaking news that Martin Luther King was African American?
Yeah. That's why they did it.
Oh, why
They
did
were trying to keep the black man down.
Maybe, I don't know. But I'm pretty sure
They're
that
like, no, this dude's eating way too much puss. We got to get rid of him.
Hoover,
He's gonna cause all of us to have to do it for our wives.
Hoover, when he wasn't dressing as a woman, was threatening, I believe, Martin Luther King. And he had a big old file.
I almost just said something really, really racist.
A BBC joke. You bastard. But
oh man, I almost pulled the trigger on it too.
I'm glad.
Especially in those times. Like, could you imagine fucking Herbert Hoover? It was Herbert Hoover, right?
Edgar Hoover. I think, yeah.
Like, you better stop all that uppity shit.
Quit slinging that big black dick.
No, I gotta
all look bad.
I got a file on you bigger than your dick.
That's pretty big. Anyway, so point of the story is the government, at least since 1962, and I'll be honest, probably before that, is not above lying to us to keep the public in the dark.
I would have to say that they've never been above that. Since the inception of the country, I would say.
I can't disagree with that. It might be a little bit more benign or...
Yeah, to what extent, yeah, that's up in the air. But I don't think that any governing body of any country or province or territory has ever been above at least skewing the truth to their populace.
Right. To keep people in the dark.
Yeah, 100%.
But now it seems to be either our eyes are just more open to it and we're calling bullshit a lot more.
Yeah, you can get you can get paperwork from the FBI website now and shit. What?
I was just reading that Ohio Bigfoot researcher. I'm sure. I hope it is. It says basically Bigfoot is as real as you sitting there in your chair on YouTube. But are we? I could be AI.
A lot of our shorts are.
But no, I
want to believe in I don't know if I believe in Bigfoot today. I believe that there was like Gigantopithecus and shit like that. I just don't know if I want there to be these creatures out there. I just don't know if there is at this point.
I will talk about. I know I've said this on our previous Bigfoot. If anything in the cryptid world
is real, it would be Bigfoot.
It's Bigfoot.
Yeah.
Because people say we would see one. People don't realize how big the country is, how big Canada is, how sparse some of these areas are. People look at outside their fucking subdivision right, fucking window and think, even in the national parks,
space station,
the national parks, you get off the beaten fucking trail and it is
you get fucked by Bigfoot.
It is dense and I don't want to say unexplored, but not a lot of hikers' footprints will be found there because they don't go. There is plenty of hiding space.
Yeah, 100%.
So
I don't know. I just like, and if I'm a very much like until somebody can show me for sure or I see it for myself, and I can't. I don't know.
And if this is even remotely as intelligent as it appears to be,
yeah, that's what confuses me the most.
It could hide itself very well.
Yeah, that's what.
If it is conscious of staying away and staying out of sight, then the sightings wouldn't be every day. You'd be lucky to see one. It'd be an accident.
Well, and that's what confuses me is like they want to make you get the argument of it being a Gigantopithecus or something of the like. Not to be a Debbie Downer or a naysayer, would you not reckon that you would run into the same dominance and territory control displays that you get from most primates. Like, yeah, there can be a gorilla hiding in the bushes and you don't know, but if you step in the wrong area and he doesn't like it, he's going to make his presence known.
Well, but it's
and he's
not...
going to like drag you into the forest and beat you to death.
Well, think about it like this.
Not necessarily, but you know.
If you believe Darwin,
yes,
we came from monkeys.
Well,
not monkeys. You know what I'm saying.
We came from single cell organisms from the sea, Philip.
Somehow, we went from which one of them is most identical? Are gorillas? No, not gorillas.
To us?
Yeah, chimpanzees.
Bonobos, I think,
are the closest to.
I think,
but
more so than chimpanzees.
Who's to say that? Because I've looked into the eyes of some of these primates. You can almost, it's like looking at the eyes.
It's not like looking at a shark's eyes.
No, it's, you can tell there's wheels turning back there.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Not like looking at a dog's eyes. Sometimes you can, but like my dog.
Well, your dog's not there either. Your dog's...
He's on the spectrum.
Go ahead, I'm reading.
But who's to say this, whatever Bigfoot is a branch of Gigantopithecus, which I think...
I thought you were going to say he was a branch Davidian. I was
like, maybe. He might be a Jehovah's Witness.
He's a giant primate, and he's a fucking cult leader. That's a fucking movie right there. Bigfoot cult, led by Bigfoot.
But, yeah. But who's to say this cryptid, Bigfoot,
this creature,
is a little bit more aware, more...
Are you positing that it might be a primate that has continued to evolve?
Like we have.
Yeah,
but maybe not in the same manner as...
Not evolved in a physical standing as the way that we have, but may have continued to cognitively evolve beyond the point of primates. So it is a little
bit more aware than, say, your standard silverback gorilla right now.
Yes. I was just watching videos today of gorillas and chimpanzees getting shown babies at the zoo. It's so cute.
So, I mean...
Sidebar.
Who's to say that they are... people have made the point they bury their dead, which I don't know. I'm not a big proponent of that. Maybe. I don't know. But I think it's more likely
fucking eat them.
The woods in the forest, it doesn't take long for bones to...
Bones it does. Flesh it doesn't.
To be covered up.
Yeah.
And to where you can't... You're just not going to see a pile of bones very rare.
No, but Ohio Bigfoot researchers said that most people just don't know what to look for. And that if they knew what was out there, they would never go into the forest again. I know there's some scary shit out in the forest. I'll still go out in the forest. Fuck it. What's going to happen? I'll live my life in fear.
That's a bit broad, but yeah, I mean...
But I will not live in fear.
I mean...
I will fear no Bigfoot. I will fear no mountain man. I will fear no goat man. I will feel no frog man.
Let's be honest. I will go out to the woods, and I'm a little hesitant, mainly because not necessarily...
You have to leave the house?
Not necessarily because Bigfoot, because I don't know, things like, especially you get a little bit further southern east.
Yeah, into Appalachia.
You got copperheads.
Oh, I thought you were going like mountain men.
And then ticks.
Stick it down. And
ticks.
Yeah.
I believe it or not, ticks frighten me. I worked outdoors.
Yeah, you get Lyme disease. That
scares
forever.
me more than any fucking Bigfoot will ever.
You know what scares me?
What?
Human-sized praying mantis.
We've had this conversation. That would be terrifying.
That would be. Any insect our size would be fucking terrifying.
Anyway, getting back to what? Of all the cryptids, Bigfoot is the one I think is very plausible. I don't think it is that far of a stretch to think something has...
It's the
did
one,
not go extinct.
It's something that's out there in lore that would surprise me the least if it came to be true.
If it's there, I've never seen one, so I'm not going to say I'm not as bold as Ohio Bigfoot researcher, because I do not like dealing in absolutes. I'm not a Sith Lord. That's for you dorks out there, you nerds.
You said it.
I know. But I don't trust anybody that says I guarantee this, unless they have proof.
Yeah, I mean,
because I relate this to the paranormal and ghost hunting stuff.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like,
If
we like
somebody
ghosts
says
and shit, but I'll
this-
still be like, yeah, no, that's not fucking real. Whatever. Every time I go somewhere.
If this is 100% accurate, I guarantee this. I'm going to say, maybe not. I don't buy your bullshit.
Yeah.
I mean, but I think this is very plausible. I would not be surprised at all.
There's also the line between saying something is reality and truth and factual to yourself and trying to tell somebody else that it is reality and factual.
I mean, I've seen black bears in the woods. I've seen it. Now, I personally don't see how I've seen a black bear upright walking.
Yeah, they're not as big as a lot of people think.
I don't see how. Personally, I don't think I could misidentify. Now, if it's dark, maybe. But I don't see how you can misidentify a black bear standing up, not necessarily walking. They don't really walk, but
yeah, it makes
it's hard. It's a little bit too easy of a. Oh, you just misidentified.
Yeah, it's not like the people. It's not like I see. If you were talking about bears, I see it more possible for people to try to like, put out there like a shitty, grainy picture of like a bear with mange to legitimize the existence of like werewolves or like skinwalkers or some shit like that. What?
Oh, I thought he posted another.
He did.
Did he take it back?
Or they did. I don't know who it is. I don't know.
Well, anyway, but misidentifying, unless, I mean, if it's dusk, lights, dark woods, I can almost see that. But if you see a black bear standing on its hind legs in broad daylight, even through some trees, it's hard to, I personally think it's hard to misidentify.
Yeah, bears are pretty.
And I've been pretty close to a fucking bear.
Well, I'm also pretty sure that most black bears, even upright, aren't in the large height range of a Bigfoot either.
Right.
It said something about like join our group and we'll see the pictures and shit that they have from Ohio. And I'm down for that. I'm cool with that. But I can say right now, and I can speak for both of us because we're very similar in this, that I'm not going to tell anybody that they have or have not experienced or seen anything for themselves, but just showing me pictures is not going to legitimately prove anything to me.
Yeah, especially in today's world.
I very well might look at them and be like, that's fucking interesting. Like it might sway me towards one side or the other a little more, but like I'm not until I see until I see something for myself. It's
visual evidence. I don't put a lot of stock in it, whether it be cryptid or paranormal.
As far as swaying my opinion on the reality of the situation or the existence of something. Like photos are cool, and again, I might be like, that's pretty compelling shit, but that's not going to make me automatically think that something's real.
I am more interested with the audible sounds that don't make sense. And I'd be okay with being out and on an investigation and not even seeing one, hearing some stuff, and I'd say, okay, that's weird.
Yeah.
But visual pictures, I mean, technology's too goddamn good these days.
Yeah. There's also
I've made some fucking interesting shit on my computer.
Yeah.
Because I relate to paranormal. I could make a fucking video. I could make something happen right now that could be a ghost. You think it would be a ghost. It would take me 10 minutes to set up.
Would we re-upload this video, there's going to be a ghosted image of my spread ass right here between us.
So if somebody is fortunate enough,
it's not going to, we're going to have to scoot over.
If somebody is fortunate enough, like this person, I mean, God love you for, I'm glad he says he or she was within less than 8 feet of one. That's fucking amazing.
But I wasn't.
So I'm taking your word for it. And I hope you were. I don't think I would want to be less than 8 feet away from one. I got some big ass cojones.
No, I'm trying to be within dick grabbing distance, which for a Bigfoot I would have guessed is anywhere between 6 to 75 inches.
I got some big brass ones, especially if I had a few of them gay Bud Lights in me.
You just fucking, yeah. I feel like, I think that might be our biggest problem if we were to go on a Bigfoot trek.
What?
You and I are the types that as soon as we step foot into a forest, I'm going to... You're gonna hear
here's the thing about,
you're gonna hear a can crack.
Here's the reason why I've never went.
Actually, you're not only gonna hear the can crack, chances are by the time you hear it and turn around, we're gonna be done with that first one. We'll be like, oh, who brought the Bluetooth speaker? Put on some Bruce Springsteen.
Here's why I've thought about going on, getting in touch with, because Ohio's a hotbed for paranormal, or not paranormal, Bigfoot. But here's the thing.
God, that heat is kicking right now.
I'm not that I don't like the outdoors.
You don't seem very outdoorsy to me.
I'm very outdoorsy, but I've worked outside for fucking...
Yeah. Well, it's also like, I wouldn't want to do it around here. If somebody was like, I'll fly you out to Washington State, I'd be like, fuck yeah, I've never been there. Let me see some redwoods.
But I don't...
I'd be like, I don't even need to see a big fucking Bigfoot. I'm just happy to be here.
Motherfucker, I don't camp. I make money. I stay in a hotel. Fuck camping.
Money.
Fuck camping. If you say, you mention the word tent in a sentence to me, fuck off.
I don't mind camping. Just bring a cot.
I don't even like going on vacation. You could send me to Vegas. I ain't staying a fucking week, motherfuckers. You got me for 2-3 days.
Just bring a cot. You'll be all right.
But I ain't sleeping in a tent. If I'm not sleeping in my bed after about 2 days,
bring your bed.
Daddy's cranky as a motherfucker.
You're cranky anyway.
No, but I've thought about it because, especially back before you joined the podcast, back when I was
before you came along and ruined everything.
Before, when I actually did paranormal investigation the first 2 years of the
I
podcast,
had fun before you came along.
I thought about going, because I remember there was one interesting video on YouTube from somewhere up north, I think, in Ohio. And I actually, I'll tell the story in a minute, but it was very interesting. One of the state parks, I don't know which one it was. I think I did.
In Ohio?
Yeah, I think I did an actual video about him, or I talked about it in one of the early episodes.
Is it Dark Sky? Is Dark Skies in Ohio?
No. But it's and there is some interesting visual video of it, but, once again, I don't know. It was interesting. And that made me say, you know what, maybe I want to head up there.
Yeah.
But I did have one experience. We were investigating, was it Moonville Tunnel?
I don't know why you're asking me. I wasn't around for that.
It was a paranormal investigation. There's a railroad tunnel that's supposedly haunted.
Yeah, I know of it.
I think it's called Moonville. And then there's another tunnel close by it. We were there during the day, afternoon, late afternoon. Yes, up by Athens, Ohio University, correct. There, Gonzo.
Go Bobcats.
But we were doing
Bobcats?
Yeah. We were doing a paranormal investigation. Got some really good, evidence.
Mm.
As a matter of fact, I know there's a video of it on our channel early on.
Back when it was still just your channel?
Yeah. I might have did a full, of course, that was back when the episodes were half an hour. We didn't go for fucking 2 hours like we do now. It was just me. I kept them short and sweet and to the point. Like my sex life. But we heard something.
Emphasis on short.
We heard a vocalization that I could
like
not.
A Bigfoot vocalization? Or like
It
something of the like?
It sounded like, watching like Hunting Bigfoot or whatever those shows were, which I loved, by the way. The calls they would do.
Or what was it? What was the Monsters one? Where it's like every time they like switch scenes?
Yeah, but we heard a call. It kind of, remember Finding Bigfoot? Was that the one with Bobo, the big guy that always did the vocalizations? And
oh, I don't, dude, there's so many of them now. I honestly couldn't tell you which one's which.
It sounded, you can kind of tell a person doing it. From what I've seen on television, this didn't quite sound like somebody. It was either that or somebody was the best at it I've ever heard. It was enough to make you go, oh. But what was the kicker? About half an hour later, we heard something rustling in the woods, and it sounded big. I'm not saying it was Bigfoot, but it was fucking interesting. But the call was kind of, I didn't put a lot of stock into it because it sounded more animalistic than a person doing it, but it could be wrong. But it's not like we were out in the middle of nowhere to where there are no people. There were people.
Or it could have been, I mean, at that point, like, it could be some kind of fucking weird bird vocalization. Like,
but what was more interesting to me was we heard something. We heard, a boulder wasn't thrown. We heard a rock hit the gravel road we were on. And we heard something, it sounded like something very big moving.
Stereotypical Bigfoot shit.
It almost sounded like I don't want to say, you ever seen somebody on a horse ride through like brush and shit?
Mm-hmm.
You could tell it's moving a lot of that.
Yeah.
Now, I had no visual, but it was enough to make the hair.
Or even like a hog, like you could just tell that they, unlike a human, they do not care that there's things in their way.
It really kind of, the hairs start standing up. I'm like,
yeah, you start getting a little frisky.
That seems a little bigger than
me. Like,
and it moved. It was almost like it wasn't even trying to hide the movement. You know how it wasn't sneaking, it was just walking.
Yeah.
It's like whatever it was, a rock hit. Now that could have been something we were on. There was a tunnel. So
yeah, it could have been anything.
A rock could have just rolled off. I'm not saying a rock was thrown, but it was enough.
Maybe it was the rock. Speaking of, that's another reason why I don't think I could go on a Bigfoot expedition. On any given night, I poop too much.
It's true. Does it drive us shit in the woods?
I will. I have.
No, but I personally think if I had to place money, get on DraftKings and put money on Bigfoot being real,
I wonder what the over-under be.
I'm probably going to put money on yes.
Take the money line on it?
Yeah, I'm gonna say yes. I've never seen one. I have no proof.
It would be the least surprising for me.
That one little experience I had, I don't know what it was. Probably could have been somebody just fucking with us.
Yeah.
Bigfoot is more likely than the Mothman.
Yeah.
What's the
Frogman?
Mermaids. Well, actually, I'm not 100% down that mermaids aren't real too. The ocean's a big ass ocean. We don't know shit about the ocean.
Which one?
All of them.
They are all connected.
Yes. But like Chupacabra, fuck you. It's called a coyote with mange. Go kiss my ass.
Right. It's called a thylacine. It's called a Tasmanian tiger. Another cryptid at this point.
Bigfoot, we know existed. We know it existed.
For all intents and purposes, yeah. Not that long ago.
In the grand scheme of the life of the earth. Now, the question is, did some form of it not go extinct?
Right.
That is the question. And how many things have we found we thought went extinct? And
we find every year we find many things. Everybody thought coelacanth was extinct for like 20 million years. And now I think there's like 7 confirmed species of it.
I mean, people want to talk about, well, they take too much food. We don't know what their dietary.
And it wouldn't, because most like,
we don't know how much.
Gorillas are the biggest known primate on the planet, and they, as far as we know, have almost an entirely herbivorous diet.
Right. So
yeah, no, in the Pacific Northwest and shit, there's plenty of food if that's what their diet consists of.
And who's to say they're not choking a deer out every now and then?
I just saw videos today of like a cow eating a fucking chicken's head off, like while it literally like guillotined its head off and ate it. I've been seeing like chickens will eat mice that come into their pen. Like,
oh yeah,
it's not
when their dinosaur roots come out.
Yeah, it's not outlandish at all that any creature will eat something outside of the norm of it for itself. So what's the FBI say?
Basically said it was a deer.
That's crazy. Not that they said it, but if that is true, that is crazy that it took that long to find that out.
Whether it was actually a deer or they lied, I don't know. Very plausible.
Either way,
I don't know.
It's believable either way for me, but I'm pretty mistrusting of the government.
Yeah, this is all just bullshit. I don't need it. But here's what they didn't do. They didn't do a field investigation. They sent no field agents. They didn't send Mulder and Scully out there.
So, okay.
They did no surveillance. They didn't do a Bigfoot investigation with the Ohio Bigfoot researchers. Maybe they should have. They didn't have a Bigfoot task force.
So they basically just made this file to appease somebody.
Just to get it on record. Yeah. Just to investigate, ran test.
Like somebody just slammed, like threw it in a file and was like, get these nerds off my dick.
But it does, basically what it does, it moves it from folklore to actually being cataloged, logged, archived, that there is not, it's possible something could be out there. It does give it a little bit of legitimacy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Even though what they said they found was just deer hair.
Yeah, a paper trail never hurts anything.
But if you think about it, this means...
Even though it doesn't seem like there is much of one.
Just think about it like this. There's a Bigfoot file next to organized crime, next to probably who killed Hoffa, serial killers, next
where he's buried, next
to Son of Sam, or what was that? Bundy or whatever.
Zodiac.
Which
the Golden State Killer.
We got to do, I think we're going to do a Zodiac episode.
Did we do one?
No. We really haven't done a lot of...
We have to do the notes in that fucking language that he made up.
We haven't done a lot of the big serial killers. We've done Son of Sam, Ramirez, Bundy, Gacy, Dahmer, Geen,
Ed Kemper, Dennis Nielsen.
Who was the pig farmer? Which was?
Robert Picton.
And the Australian or the London or England man and woman.
Fred and Rosemary West.
Yeah, but we've never done Bundy.
Hot.
Who else? And we really haven't done a good serial killer episode in a while.
Yeah. You got to space those out.
But maybe we need to do Bundy. I'm not sure itching, so.
I feel like now I have permission to fart.
No, not yet. But anyway,
I'll ruin this whole podcast.
Getting back to the Bigfoot, I think it's plausible. I lean to Bigfoot being probably, there is a probable small migrating group, or maybe 2 or 3 groups of very small families, essentially dens or whatever they're called, that kind of move around from Canada, because there is a lot of people would be surprised how much dense wooded area there is between Canada and the United States.
Yeah.
Like I said, it's not all fucking subdivisions.
It will be eventually.
I mean,
unfortunately,
there is a lot of hiding spots.
I don't disagree. That's why, like, it's definitely the top of the list of I would not be shocked if it was true.
But I will say this. Depending on where they're located, reach out, send us an email.
If we get a fucking email from like an undisclosed email account, it's like, I've received your beck and call for an interview with the one they call Bigfoot. No, I do not accept this name, but I am willing to speak to you and you alone.
To anybody from the Ohio Bigfoot researchers.
Oh, I'm sure I can find them on Instagram.
Give us a call or an email at gitmpodcast@gmail.com. Maybe you might be get my old cranky ass out there. But just know I'm going to be cranky. But I'm with you guys. I'm just not going to take anybody's word for anything.
No.
I'm not going to look at visual.
And anybody that does, you can't, like, I feel like you can't take seriously.
Right. Just like paranormal. I've said this on this podcast. If I don't see it, if I don't experience it, I don't know it's happened. And that's you. If you experience something, I'm taking your word for you experienced something. I might be in the same location, but in a different spot or outside the room or whatever. I didn't hear it.
Right.
You having an experience does not mean it's 100%. I did not experience it.
Right.
So we can't compare notes.
And you need to be like that.
Yeah. Because you need to be skeptical in any of this. So I'm open to the fact. I hope, and I'm open to the fact Bigfoot is actually. There was something. Now, whether or not they're still around, I don't know. But there is a reason why there are Bigfoots in, cave drawings. The Native Americans have how many different words for Bigfoot? It's a shit ton.
But apparently, allegedly, they don't have a word for lie.
Because Native Americans do not lie. But, there is something to it.
Oh, fuck that heat. You know that weird prickly tickly feeling you get on your back when your body wants to sweat but it's not hot enough to? I'm getting that right now. It might just be because I'm still holding in that fart. And I'm not trying to be childish, I legitimately.
But I want it to be real. And I've seen some weird shit. We live in a city.
There's Bigfoots walking around this motherfucker every day.
I saw a dire wolf one time. I swear to God, that was the biggest fucking dog I've ever seen. Biggest husky-looking, wolf-looking thing I've ever seen in my life.
I saw a dude.
It was literally a person being walked by a dire wolf.
I saw a dude in a long-sleeve T-shirt, jeans, and bright red, I think, children's gloves today pushing a shopping cart, and he punched nothing. Had one hand on the shopping cart the whole time. It was like there was an imaginary baby sitting in the cart, and he just I was like, yeah, that's meth. That is meth.
We're not going to get an email from him because he's basically saying that for her. That's what's wrong with what people don't believe or trust anymore. That's called being smart. I want to experience it myself. So we're going to have to agree to disagree with on that. So
yeah, I'm down to fucking see in myself.
Yeah.
But if we go
anyway, what was I?
Gonzo's got it.
What was
For once ever, Gonzo just made an actual point.
An absolutely good one. What was I gonna say? Anyway, dire wolf. I swear that motherfucker. That was the biggest fucking wolf walking a human I've ever seen in my life.
You have a dire wolf.
No, it's made that motherfucker look like a chihuahua.
Was it an Irish wolfhound?
Probably. But I was sitting up watching.
Or a Kangal?
There are the nearest woods is about 4 miles away from us.
Legitimate ones.
Legitimate woods. We got a little tree area. I saw a fucking deer.
And then he follows it up with more nonsense.
I saw a fucking deer walking up the fucking road.
Yeah, I've seen that multiple times.
I'm like, I expect to see a deer by woods, but there's not really a lot. There's some woods over there, but real small woods.
Yeah, there's kind of woods over there by that shitty park where all the
by
Hispanics,
the railroad tracks.
Yeah, over where by all the Hispanics have quinceañeras.
I mean, but I was just looking at it and I was like, was that a fucking deer just walking up the road? Just
the one in what was it, Without a Paddle?
Yeah.
He's like, look, I love the wildlife, and the deer was like, arr.
I'm like, what the fuck? But I did see. I swear that was a dire wolf. That had to have been. That was that motherfucker that clone got out.
Were they flying the Stark flag?
No. They did clone. They did bring back the dire wolf.
Fuck that. They're not that big.
No, they're not that big.
They're not.
I was exaggerating. About 6 inches worth.
Yeah, but no, the dire wolf was not as a massive wolf that everybody thinks it was.
That was a little bit bigger than the timber. Was it? I think it was a little bit bigger than
a gray wolf.
Yeah, whatever. All right, that's all I got. We've obviously went on long enough. We've pissed off researchers.
There's nothing to be pissed off about. I'm not calling anybody a liar. I'm just saying what I believe, and
I want to believe.
It is what it is. We are Mulder.
I want to believe. I have the fucking sign. Matter of fact, I'm gonna hang that up this week.
But
I'm gonna put the X-Files.
You do have that, but it's just. It is.
I want to experience it for myself, and it's not even that I don't distrust anybody. I just want to.
Yeah, until I see it for myself, there's. Yeah, no, and we are both down to see one for ourselves, but I haven't, therefore I can't go. It's fucking 100%.
Like I said, I don't want to be within 8 feet one, because I'm old. I don't move as fast as I used to be. I mean, I'd go with you because I don't have to be as fast.
It's funny too, because you trying to run away would look like the Patterson Gimlin film.
But here's the thing. I don't have to be as fast as Bigfoot. I just have to be as fast as you.
I don't think you're outrunning me. Oh. Not in a situation like that.
I'd trip your ass.
My whole body mostly works. Let's be real. You've already had one stroke. You see a Bigfoot, you might fucking just have a heart attack.
You know, here's what we ought to do. Our next Bigfoot episode.
And then like I don't even have to worry about it if you have a heart attack. I just hear you screaming in the distance while I'm running away, like, and then like turn around, try to find you, like, Phil, did he eat you? No, he fucked me.
That's what our next episode going to be.
Bigfoot erotica.
Bigfoot erotica.
Oh my god, that's a deep dark hole. No pun intended. All of it. Cryptid erotica, fucking alien erotica. Like, I've looked into it just for shits and giggles, and it starts out hilarious, and then like by the second to third paragraph, you're like, oh god. Because also, I also have yet to, like, that is another thing. All these people, like, Ohio Bigfoot researchers is in the chat, like, and this is the most childish, most basest thing ever, but it is a legitimate thought.
Well, do I even want to know this?
Do they have normal, like, dicks?
Who gives a fuck?
It's a legitimate question, because you never see a politically correct, an anatomically correct fucking drawing of one. They're like the alien, or I was gonna say they're like the dinosaurs from Jurassic Park, but dinosaurs wouldn't have noticeable genitalia anyway. They're reptiles, and they would have, or reptiles or avian, they would have cloacas. See, and that's the other thing. Not totally opposite, not to do with Bigfoot. Everybody that's like, there's no way that dinosaurs turned into birds. They're the only two fucking types of animals that have a cloaca. You know what a cloaca is?
No,
it's an entry point on the body of birds and reptiles in which they have their genitalia. Like, in order to check to sex a, like, alligator, like if a refuge or whatever the fuck gets a new alligator, they have to, like, you have to, like, physically investigate and check to see if it's a male or a female, unless they, like, are presenting.
So kind of like me, depending on the weather.
Yeah, you got to reach up in there. You got to.
I mean, if it's cold, you got to dig up in that bitch.
Yeah, you got to give them the old the gold finger, if you will.
If it's a little warmer out and I've been watching Pornhub,
you might be able to see it
if you look hard enough.
Is that a button?
All right, kids. I think we've done enough tonight.
But no, Ohio Bigfoot researchers, you've seen our channel. We're on all the socials for the most part. If you're buying the Bud Light, because we like our LGBTQ beer, according to that comment from last week,
apparently.
If you're buying the beer, I'm in. As long as there's not too much walking.
Because we're fat. We don't like walking. Anyway. All right. That's going to be all for this fun-filled adventure called the GITM Podcast.
You and me are going to end up fucking camo face paint on in the middle of the woods somewhere. Just like,
I'm going to be like, what was the black guy?
Gonzo, shut the fuck up. That's Gonzo. That's what Gonzo does.
From Predator, the black guy with the big razor
yeah. Then he breaks it on his face.
That would be me.
The bald one?
And blackface.
Oh. Hey. Does that make me the Native American guy? Billy?
Yeah.
They're like,
I'm gonna leave you to die.
The one with the slightly off skin tone and the weird eyes will track him down. That's what they do.
All right. I think that's it.
Shit. Ohio Bigfoot researchers doesn't drink weed. Can I smoke weed? You're not my brother. You're Puerto Rican. And you live in fucking Illinois.
Oh yeah, he does. Is he still wrestling?
Oh no, you still like rolling around with sweaty dudes?
All right. That should be his new gimmick. Puerto Rican Bigfoot.
Penes grandes.
All right. We will see you guys next week. I'm sure.
I guess I guess you really couldn't smoke weed if you were going out to look for Bigfoot.
You'd probably find
just like that's what I'm saying. I probably wouldn't smoke weed if I was going on like a fucking like ghost hunt either, because I'd be like, oh fuck.
What was I saying?
I definitely just saw a ghost. Do you guys want a DoorDash?